Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing you how you can create this artwork using Cinema 4D and Octane render. So let's get right into it. So first thing you're gonna wanna need is it's the 3D model, for which I'll leave the model link in the description so you can download the model from there. And then you will need to import it obviously in Cinema 4D. And then once you have the model imported, it's not much that you will need to do after importing the model. You will need to have the Octane render layout. So for my workflows, I usually work with this Octane render layout. And then you're gonna want to change the resolution of your project, because right now, as you can see, it has no boundaries around it, if that makes any sense. Like, let me change it to 1000, and you will see this area or grayed out area, wherein this is the point of focus where the object will be, or the output portion of your project, or the output area, or the output region, you can say. So I'll keep it on let's say 2000. That should be fine. So then you want to add an environment so that you can actually see what's going on. And then for my render settings, I have created this preset. And if you have the HDRI link, it's a very cool piece of plugin that allows you to add different sorts of lighting into your project on the go, just with a matter of few clicks. So then you click on launch browser and you have these many HDRIs to select according to the scene, whichever suits best according to the project you're working on. You can select and make some adjustments, and then next thing you want to do is create a material for your project or for the model that you're working with. So in this case, I'm going to be selecting a material which has an image texture, and that image texture is basically this roughness map. I will connect it to roughness, close it, apply it on the model. So initially, I'm not sure if you can see the effect of it, but let me zoom in. So yeah, then you might want to change the color of the material, and then you might be starting to see the roughness map which I have applied. So let me reduce the color or make it even darker. So as you can see, the texture is not properly projected on the model. So for that, if you want to fix that, you want to select the texture. You want to apply the projection either from here, or you can drag and drop the projection node, connect it there, and then change the type of projection on the model. So by default it would be mesh UV. You want to change it to perspective, and then other modes are also available to select from. So triplanar, or in both in all the axis, or all the possible axis. This is the axis, and this is UV wrap, so it will wrap around the 3D model that you have. So I would keep it on perspective. And then also, if you want to transform or basically adjust the scale of the texture, then you can use the UV not the UV transform, but just the transform node. So once you're done with that, I'm not going to be using this color for this project, so let me in fact disable the texture, and then I kind of want to give it a feel of a gold material, so that would be somewhere around this point, I guess. And for this, I'm gonna keep it on this, or this, or this. Specular. Let's do let's grab a gold material preset from my Octane library, and I'm gonna this should be fine. Okay, you can play around with the settings here. So then we definitely do not have the roughness texture on this, since we did the override texture. So I'll select the image texture node, I'm gonna select the texture again, and I'm gonna change the transform and projection to again perspective, and I'm gonna change the scale. So depending on how you want your object to, or the texture to appear, you can also change the rotation of it. So for rotation, these are the settings: our rotation, scale, and transform. So keep it on 0. Then I'm not kind of happy with this level of gold texture, so I'll make it a bit darker. Maybe this, or maybe this. Then you want to zoom out, create an angle for your object, and then you want to create a duplicate for the model. So for that, the shortcut is press and hold down the control key on your keyboard and then drag, and you're gonna have a duplicate of the model. So I would like to create it in this perspective. Then once you have the 3D model duplicate in place, you can rotate it and change the position of it. Once you're done with that, you would want to disable the gold texture from the material. So for that, you can create a duplicate, drag and drop it, delete the material, then simply disable the specular and render. what did the project I created earlier look like? I just need to have a look. Okay, so the background was not actually black, it was gray. I might need to switch between the HDRIs for that. So was it this? Was it this? I think it was this. Yes, let me drag this one. And if you want to give it a bit more, vibe or the feel, so that in HDRI sky, you can select medium and create add fog and reduce the amount of fog in the scene. So this is with no fog, this is with the amount of fog in the scene. And then obviously you can rotate the model however it looks good to you. So yeah, and then reduce the level of fog even further, and also I want to reduce the level of brightness or the light, and then that's it. Thank you guys for watching.